weird thing about me, I hate people. I really do. I don't like people in general. Maybe not people. People are nice. It's society that's not nice. People are a reflection of society. And unfortunately, society is turning very ugly at the moment. Excuse me, I'm drinking some juice. Can you edit this? In general, I find society to be very ugly at the moment. Because, we are now reliving. Can I say reliving? Can I? We are now reliving the 30s. That'll be a thing. I'm doing something because I'm going to read a speech. I'm going to get all passionate and all that. And I'm not going to be acting, by the way. The words of this speech speak to me from the past. Memories. No, my memories. They should be people's memories, but because that's the thing. Memories. People said never again. Never again. But it's happening. Yeah, again. Society is crumbling at the moment, especially kind of like in the Western world, and where the greed is really the deepest rooted. Because it's the people who are suited and booted that have got the most. And it's the poor people who are eating beans on toast. I'm going to have to start doing all this rhyme. And kind of it's like a fucking vocabulary crime. I'm not Darren Lockie McGarvey. I'm not a fucking celebrity. I ain't on no gravy train. And then I need to write a book to explain. I'll tell you what it's like to be poor. And I'll tell you what it's like to be an addict. I'll tell you what it's like to sleep in somebody's attic. I'll tell you what it's like in a few words. Because I call them lemon curds. This speech was written for a tramp. The Japanese tried to kill this man because they thought he was a Yank. And they thought he had influence. Somebody obviously thought he had influence because they wrote this speech for a movie that he was in. And like I said, I can't act. Oscars I will not win. I'm not into this for celebrity. I'm in for the truth and democracy. And I'm doing this freestyle. I need to think. It takes me a while. So here, watch. I'm not being rude. I've got two different screens. My name's Dean. I'm not a machine. But here we go. What can I say? Start, stop, go anyway. Okay, right. I'm going to try to do it this way. I'm going to be looking this way, but I'm talking to you. I will turn around and talk to you because I've read this quite a few times actually. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. It's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone, if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another in this world. There is room for everyone. And the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we've lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and we feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. I have to excuse myself, I'm reading with a cracked screen. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. We need these qualities. Life will be violent and will be lost. Without these qualities, life will be violent and lost. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The better nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men, cries out universal brotherhood, for unity for all of us. Even now my voice is reaching millions. Throughout the world, millions of despairing women and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, I do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty shall never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to the brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you as cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have love of humanity in your hearts. You do not hate, only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, do not fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man. Not one man, not a group of men, but in all men. That means freedom belongs to us. In you, the people have the power to create machines. The power to create machines. Look what the fucking monster of a machine we created. Israel. You have the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world. A world that will give us men a chance to work, that will give youth a future, and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lied. They did not fulfill their promises. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world. Do away with national barriers. To do away with greed, with hate and tolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason. A world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite. Final speech from the great dictator. I'm not a dictator and I'm not a hater. I understand things. That speech is very powerful and I said it the way I felt like saying it. I probably could say it better, but I progressed, rehearsed and all that sort of stuff. I read things in my head, everything rhymes. It's a thing, I don't know if it's a condition or whatever you call it. No, all the time, it just rhymes sometimes. Maybe me, and now and again, who said there's a pain? Okay, it's a curse. My words are getting worse. That's what who said fucking shit. Okay, you could make that a hit. Anyway, I got to post this soon enough. It'll upload on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share. Remember, any petition I've got out, sign it. And I like you too, Davies. Don't like cancer. It's a cunt. Have a nice day and Suraba.